You're about to listen to the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. We cover weird things, but part of that may include adult themes and content. We'll be talking about things like butts and boobs, and there will be swearing. It's kind of what we do. If there are any kids in the car, you may want to change the channel. Thanks, and enjoy. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you?
Do you have any of today's specials left?
The weird? Oh yeah, we got lots of weird.
And can I get that with bacon?
Sure, weird with a side of bacon, coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 32 of the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast.
Yay!
That's what we like to hear. We are here to do the weird podcast stories that we hear. And we're going to go through and introduce ourselves. We'll start with Misty. Misty, what's your role in the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast?
Well, let's see. I have a tendency to cover weird news articles from all around the world.
Okay. And then Stephanie, what is your role on the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast?
Social media, fun stories, fun shit, fun things I find.
And third and possibly least is me, Trevor. I cover weird history and weird facts. As I was saying, this is the podcast where we cover all the weird stuff that happens around us. And we like to first start with a weird personal story. And Stephanie has another weird personal story. Weird things have been happening to Stephanie lately. What happened this time, Steph?
She ran into another screen.
Did you run into the screen door a third time? Were you making burgers
No,
again?
actually, I was going to say I did not run into the screen door.
Okay, good.
No, I happened to be, so there's a McDonald's right by work.
Yeah. Okay, right by our place here, yeah.
Yep. So I was out back and I happened to look over at the McDonald's because you can see the drive-thru. And I had to do a double take. And I'm like, is that seriously happening? There was a truck with we'll say an 8 or 10 foot flatbed trailer
Okay.
that was going through the drive-thru.
That corner's tight.
Was it working?
Well, he took the corner slow. He made it through, but
Yeah, sometimes you got to go in, buddy.
wait, are you really that lazy that you couldn't pull into the parking lot and park in the back 40, which
Yeah.
most people do?
And then go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk a little bit, buddy. I don't... Or they're really good at driving. Maybe they just really got some skills to pay the bills.
I don't know, but I'm like, why?
What
And it's
about-
actually tighter leaving that drive-thru,
Oh, yeah. 'Cause you
especially
gotta-
if there's a car parked ahead,
Yeah, in the-
waiting for
in
their
the
food,
waiting spot.
and then there's only so much between
Yeah,
the
because they
curb.
have that barrier that's right
Yeah.
there.
Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously they made it because they're not there today. So I don't see a trailer and truck
And the
stuck in the
drive-through
drive-thru.
poles and all that are still there.
Yeah. Well, we think. We haven't counted them lately, so we don't know. But yes. Yeah, just park and walk
Walk.
in. It takes all kinds. So, well, that's weird.
People be weird.
Annoying, weird, a little bit of both. Probably why the guy at the drive-through window is like, why aren't any other cars in my line? Like,
Right?
seems to be a gap here. Why isn't everybody else going?
The other thing that bugs me is when, especially that McDonald's, people will go in the wrong direction. There's
Oh.
clearly signs, and you can see the way the vehicles are coming out.
That one entrance is an exit only.
Yeah, they have an entrance only and an exit only.
Yeah, I think it's diagonal parking too, so it's very evident.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like I'm waiting for one of these times for someone to go in the wrong way to
Mhm.
go around to the other side of the building. But when a car is leaving, because
Oh.
there's that little single drive
Oh, yeah.
that goes around the drive-thru.
Yeah, you can't
the-
fit two vehicles there.
Yeah.
They should do like there's a People of Walmart website. There should be a People of McDonald's. I feel like People of McDonald's and People of Walmart probably overlaps a little bit.
I'm going to start it.
There
Weird
you go.
If I
People of
can't find it.
McDonald's instead of weird people of Walmart.
Yeah.
If I can't find it, man.
Yes. And for listeners, if you've never heard of it, there's a website called peopleofwalmart.com. And people just send in pictures of weird looking people they've seen in Walmart. And sometimes it's great because there'll be overlap. Somebody will send a picture and then somebody like a couple months later will send in a picture of the same person, but a different Walmart, different outfit or something. But they're all just as wild and crazy.
Yeah, but at the same time, with TikTok and Instagram, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
people are posting the videos now.
That's true too. Why not do a video why do a picture when you can do a video instead? Well, let's get into our content. First, starting with our bacon rating system. Again, 1 through 4 bacon strip rating system. We're going to rate each other's stories at the end. 1, your story is
Bacon.
not weird. I mean, bacon's good, but 1 bacon strip, not as good as 4. 4 bacon strips, you have a weird story. If it's a real weird story, it could be a crispy 4 bacon strips. Or we could even do like a halfway between. You could have like a 2 crispy, 3 crispy. But if you have a crispy 4 story, it is a BLT. That is always our goal. We love to do BLTs. For 1, makes you feel good about your story. And 2, you know you're giving the listeners the content they're looking for, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get
Giving
some
'em the goods.
BLTs. I think last episode.
Trevor himself is a 4 crispy bacon because he's just weird on his own.
Yeah, a little bit weird. Thank you for saying weird when you really mean I'm just awkward. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it depends on the day. Sometimes you're weird, sometimes you're awkward.
Yeah, they kind of overlap in
Make
my
people
world.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, Trevor, you're up.
All right, I'll get into my story. Okay.
Catherine the Great, Part 3.
No, we're beyond Catherine the Great. This one starts off kind of sad. The name of this one I have written is The Devastating Kidnapping and Ransoming of a Rebecca.
Of a Rebecca?
The Devastating Kidnapping and Ransoming of Rebecca.
I thought you said
Is it
of
of
a.
Rebecca.
Oh, of Rebecca. Rebecca was taken and there was a ransom.
This goes back to, I swear, one of his other stories where the grandparent would not pay the ransom for the crackhead.
Oh, yeah. They sent
This
him
is
in.
the granddaughter.
Well,
Yeah.
this has some overlap because there was a counter offer to the ransom. So,
Oh, now I need to know. Okay.
oh, all right, let's get into it, guys. I will first go through my sources, as I always like to do. I have a New York Times article from December of 1996. I have a Boston Globe article from January 5th of 1997, and a Smithsonian Magazine article from March of 2014. Have either of you ever heard of the MOBA?
MOBA.
It's a museum. Do you know what the MOBA museum is? It's a good chance you have.
Oscar Mayer booby wiener machine. I don't know.
Yes, the Oscar Mayer booby wiener. I think we're missing a lot of letters here. No, the MOBA is a museum that was started in Massachusetts in the 1990s. And it is the Museum of Bad Art.
Cool.
Oh, right.
It is a museum that is
So that's where my
dedicated.
art would be.
Yeah, think about it's usually not like kids' drawings as much as
Failed
what
artwork.
the fuck am I looking at art? It's usually like the artistic skill is there, but the concept just goes a little wild.
Hold up. This is like the dude who collects all of the
Hubcaps?
Hubcaps.
No, his were cool. Remember at the end, when I saw some of the stuff, I changed my mind where I'm like, this sounds like trash. And in the end, we saw it and it was
trash.
pretty cool. So I sort of, yeah. No,
Okay,
this is dedicated to the Museum of Bad Art. It is dedicated to art that is, quote, too bad to be ignored, end quote. All right. We should mention that it is, let me see here. I got to remember where this is. Oh, yes. The art museum is in the basement of the Dedham Community Theater.
The what?
The Dedham, 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 somewhere in Massachusetts, Community Theater, if it gives you a little idea of what kind of museum we're dealing with here. And in this museum, one of their treasured pieces was a painting that was found in a trash pile. Somebody found it, and either somebody that's a part of the museum or whatever donated it after they found it in the trash. And they have named this painting Rebecca. I don't know if there's a picture of Rebecca. I didn't see one, but somewhere I'm sure they do have one, because Rebecca was one of the centerpieces of the Museum of Bad Art. Everybody knew and loved the Rebecca painting. And it was known for its odd proportions, clashing colors, and unintentional charm. The issue we run into is in 1996. Someone discovered that the Rebecca painting went missing.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun. They searched and there were no signs of forced entry, and it just simply seemed to have disappeared. Media attention grew because somebody stole a piece of bad art from the Bad Art Museum. With that, later on, a ransom note was found. And the ransom note demanded $10 for the return of Rebecca.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
The letter also warned them not to contact the FBI.
Oh, no.
The Museum of Bad Art, being the Museum of Bad Art and loving a little bit of humor, countered offered with $650
What kind of a
due to, quote, budget constraints. End
Then
quote.
you go 5, go half.
They went $650. They don't want to embarrass the kidnappers.
I think they embarrassed themselves. I think they're missing a few zeros in there.
Yeah, I love it though. $650 due to budget constraints. Unfortunately, the kidnappers of Rebecca never responded, and Rebecca was never recovered.
I need to see Rebecca.
The Museum of Bad Art did eventually replace it with a similar piece that may or may not have also come out of the garbage and didn't say. But the original Rebecca painting is still missing. And that is the sad tale of the devastating kidnapping and ransoming of Rebecca.
Hold on. No, keep going. Is that the end?
That's it.
Okay. So my theory is the person who originally drew Rebecca came and took it and thought, if they want it back that bad, they'll give me $10 for it. Might as well get paid for my art that they found in the trash.
That painter probably works for the museum.
Probably.
I don't know. The museum is literally like, it can't just be something that's badly drawn. It just has to be really ugly, clashy, ugly art.
Well, that's a lot of art.
It's art that is too bad to be ignored.
So it's a community theater.
If there was no signs of forced entry, that means it has to be someone that worked there.
Either worked there or was upstairs for a theater part.
I don't think they have a security system or a security guard. So somebody might have just been wandering in the basement because it's open to the public.
They should really
and just took it and nobody said anything.
They should really talk to the guard that stood at the Primrose.
Yeah, that guy watched the Primrose. They're in the wrong century on this one.
But how big is this? This painting has to be big enough, so they can't just...
Yeah, but if you're at a museum...
But the painting has to be big enough. You can't just walk out with it. That means it has to be... They were either hiding until the place closed, or it had to be someone that was working there.
There are stories, and I haven't covered any yet, but I plan on. There are stories where people will steal things and they clear in the middle of the day by pretending to be working there. There was people that had a whole business. I think they were stealing either organs or statues out of churches. They would just go there with a dolly and like overalls, pick them up and go. And nobody said anything because they looked like they're working there. So it could be a possibility that somebody just literally came down there and when no one's looking, they took it off the wall, covered it in a piece of material or like fabric and walked out. Everybody just assumed it was somebody working there.
I'm going to have to give it a 3 crispy simply because I'd give it higher if I saw the picture. I need to see how ugly this thing is.
All right, Stephanie, Google this. Museum of Bad Art, Rebecca painting. Somebody must have a picture of it. I don't know. It was a Museum of Bad Art. I don't think took a lot of pictures of their work.
Dun, dun, dun. Who knows? It's a museum of bad art.
There probably was no
probably never took any picture of any of the art projects they have downstairs.
Probably not. I mean, somebody just had some empty space and they're like, we should do something with this. I got an idea. I found a picture in the garbage. Let's hang it up and just make a museum out of it.
That's a no-go.
I don't know. She's still looking. She's diligently scouring the interpersonals.
So according to this Reddit post, it was eventually returned.
Oh, somebody on Reddit says they did find it. It could be too, because my articles ended in 2014. That's 12 years ago now. There's a possibility that over the 12 years, somebody snuck it back.
Oh, I don't know how accurate this is. It says, today I learned when a painting was stolen from the Museum of Bad Art, the museum initially offered a reward of $650 for its return. This was later upped to $36.73. 10 years later, the thief contacted the museum and demanded a $5,000 ransom for the painting. No ransom was paid, but it was returned anyway. True or not, I don't know.
Right. That contradicts my sources, but also my sources might be dated.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I cannot.
Can't find a picture of Rebecca. You would think, though, if Rebecca went missing and they got it back, they would show a picture of Rebecca.
That's true. Well, this might be another one where we ask our listeners to help out. There's going to be somebody that'll be able to find a picture of Rebecca. Rebecca from the Bad Art Museum. You could easily identify it because of its odd proportions, clashing colors, and unintentional charm.
Which means it's a bunch of triangles, circles, and squares that don't meet up and it has glitter on it.
I'm going to guess it's going to be, what do they call it? Like a face picture, kind of like the Mona Lisa. I think there's a term for it. I don't forget what it's called. A headshot kind of thing. But it's just going to be really like one eye's bigger than the other one. and stuff.
Yeah, it's not really giving me anything.
Oh,
Oh, well, somebody find a picture of the Rebecca painting for us, please, and send it to us.
or if anybody
Um,
travels there and goes to the museum.
So,
Well, I still give it a 3.5. I mean, a 3 crispy.
well, thank you. Does
Forgot my
Stephanie-
bacon ratings.
I'll give it a 3.
You give me a 3?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure if we find Rebecca, I could maybe bump it up. But for now, I will be happy with those numbers. But if anyone wants to help me find a picture of Rebecca the painting, I would appreciate it. I got it all app. And then that works us around to Misty.
Oh.
Misty, what's happening in the news desk?
Well, my news article comes from another one from AP.
We do like AP.
We do like Associated Press.
Press.
Associated Press.
My headline is Oscar Mayer's Wienermobile race is coming back to the Indy 500.
Ooh.
Wait, is it just an Oscar Mayer Wiener car in a regular race? Because I got to be honest, I don't think they're going to beat those other cars.
I'd like to see how it does on the Indy track, though.
Well, let's find out more. I guess we're going to learn more.
Okay, so the Wienermobiles are coming back for a bit at the Brickyard in May. So May of this year is coming back.
Ooh, the Indy 500.
Now, this showing is later than May,
Oh, yeah, by the time this
But-
one comes out.
but by the sounds of it, this is going to be a continuous thing for any Indy 500.
Oh, well, the Indy 500 Speedway.
Correct.
This can be doing this yearly.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'm cool.
So they're going to give them another chance to release the spotlight of racing on the biggest weekend. So
Do they hand out the free whistles at this, too?
I would like to know.
I think I have
'Cause
one of those, by the way.
I would go
We have
to
a
the
few
Indy
of 'em.
500 again to get a wiener whistle.
Right. I've got one at home, I think. Do we have some wiener whistles at home?
I think we have a few.
Gotta have a wiener whistle.
Well, we used to get them when we would go to Bratfest in Madison
Oh, yeah.
because the Oscar Mayer mobile would always be there.
Ooh. Later on, by the way, remind me, I'm going to maybe add the Bratwurst Fest.
So Oscar Mayer announced that all 6 of its framed street-ready vehicles will compete for the second straight year at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 2.5-mile oval.
There's 8 of them?
There are 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay.
I did not realize there was 6 Wienermobiles, by the way.
There's tons of stuff that you don't like. The blimp. There's more than one Goodyear blimp, I think, by the way. And the one that tossed me when I was a kid. Do you guys remember Bigfoot? Not Bigfoot. No, okay. Let me the monster truck. Do you guys remember Bigfoot the monster truck?
Oh,
It was the
Yes.
blue Ford
yes.
and it had like a big claw on it. It was Bigfoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there were multiple Bigfoots. I thought it was just the Bigfoot. And then as I got older, I realized that they had piles of these doing shows all over the country. I mean, I wasn't sad, but I was just bewildered. So anyway, there's 4 big feet.
No, there's 4 Goodyear blimps.
There's 4 Goodyear blimps. See?
3 of them are in the U.S. One of them is in Germany.
So there's 6 of them. Do you think that the regular drivers get to do the race? Or do you think that people flex a little bit? Like if you're one of the head honchos at Oscar Mayer and this is coming, would you be like, I want to drive the Wienermobile in the race, and you are going to steal one of these from one of the normal drivers and say, I'm going to drive this? Who do you think's driving it? Do you think it's the regular people who drive these, or do you think some of the head honchos like jump in? I would want to. If it was my company, I'd be like, I get to drive the Wienermobile in the race.
I don't really know because it doesn't say.
So there was over 20 plus Bigfoot trucks have been built. Only about 5 to 6 are typically in active competition.
Oh, that was my favorite when I was a kid. Of all the monster trucks, there were a lot of good ones, but Bigfoot was my favorite. He was like the Hulk Hogan of Bigfoot trucks. Or the trucks.
The what?
The Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan? Hogan? Hulk?
Holgan.
Hogan.
I swear that's what I said. No? All right. But either way.
Sorry.
All right. So
Back to
Wienermobile racing.
Wienermobiles.
All right. So the race is called the Weenie 500.
Love it.
Love it. Had to be. Had to be.
It was done on May 22nd of 2026.
Yeah. So it came out before the episode here. So
Yes. It's during the track's annual Calibration Day festivals.
Calibration Day Festival. Okay.
So last year's race was such a hit that they organized and wanted to give fans a second round.
Oh, I would totally go. In fact, we could go. Indianapolis isn't that far from here.
It is on a Friday.
It is on a Friday. No, we could totally go to this, guys. I mean, Indianapolis, we're here in Wisconsin. Indianapolis is not that far. In fact, I went there once. I've been to the Indianapolis 500 for a race, I believe. Which I'm not even big into racing, but it's the Indianapolis 500. Like, you have to go, right?
Maybe we were there at the same time because I've been there once too.
Misty, have you ever been there?
No.
Sounds like we gotta go. Okay, you gotta admit, that would be really fun. We should do this, guys. Take a weekend, go down on Friday, even come back on a Saturday. I don't know how long of a drive it is, but go to see the Wienermobile race. And I so want him to crash. Because let's be honest, some of the races, you don't want to see anyone get hurt in a crash.
I'm sorry. If I'm going down for the Indy 500, I am staying for the Indy 500, not just for the Wieners.
No, I don't think the Indy 500, the race. Well, the Indy 500, I think is the name of the. No, the Indy 500 race, I don't think is happening at the same time. I think the Indy 500 race is. I mean, maybe it's happening at the same time. But yes, if we're
competition is 2 days before the Indy car race.
The Indy 500 is always on Sunday, and I said the Wiener race is on a Friday.
Oh, now I really want to go. I really want to go do this now. I think we should go and check.
I'm not big into
racing.
Either am I, but it was really fun.
It's the same thing. I feel the same way about it that I do as watching sports. It's more fun when you're there in person
than it is to watch it on TV
because
and watch them go in a circle.
There's stuff going on that you don't see on TV.
Yeah. If I can have donuts, great.
Oh, mini orbs. Dude, my favorite part, whenever I think of racing, the mini orb donut machines, they got a spot in my heart. Yes, we go there, we watch the Wienermobile, the Weenie 500, stay for the Indy 500.
And come back on Monday.
This is a great idea. This is a really, really good idea. All right, either way, I want to try to make this. I want to try to make this happen.
Should I put it on the calendar just in case?
Yeah, put it in the calendar, Stephanie. Let's calendar this. I do. You know that there's going to be somebody though, right? There's 6 people driving Wienermobiles. Somebody's going to get a little zealous. Someone's going to cut someone off in a corner, and someone's going to get a little bit of a crash. It might not be a full on, but somebody's going to. Robin's racing, man. Robin's racing. Someone's going to crash a Wienermobile. I so want to go to see this.
I'm so glad you're getting a kick out of my story. I'm not even done.
Oh, geez.
Missy's like, I'm only a paragraph in.
All right, you keep going.
Each Wienermobile will feature toppings representing an American regional favorite while carry custom decals. The drivers will hot dogger race suits, so they'll be wearing hot dogger race suits.
Do they still have to be the flame retardants and all that, but it's a shape of a hot dog?
With the ironic Wiener song playing.
The iconic?
The iconic Wiener song.
I wish
plays
I
was Oscar Mayer Wiener.
And the champ drivers into the weenie circle. So
nice.
The weenie circle.
Not the winner's circle, the weenie circle.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the record, quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
The route does take us through Chicago, and we had recently talked about going to Chicago in the summer for a Chicago dog out of a cart.
Well, I don't think Indianapolis and Chicago are that far apart, are they?
It's only a 5.5 hour drive, actually, from here to
Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Anyway.
Back to you.
All right.
We're totally getting off topic.
Weenie in the winner's circle.
Weenie circle.
Weenie
so,
circle.
Slaw Dog, which represents the Southeast, will try to prove it is beefy enough to defend last year's crown. So, Slaw Dog from the Southwest won last year's.
Ooh, do we have any other names of any others?
4 other regional favorites also are expected to return. So it's Chai Dog from the Midwest, New York Dog from the East, Chili Dog from the South, and the Seattle Dog from the Northwest.
Nice. I think we would have to represent you say Chai Dog, like CHI?
Yep.
It's going to be Chicago Dog. I think that would be that's our local team. We'd have to root on the Chai Dog, Chicago Dog.
But the Saran Dog may be replaced after failing to cut the mustard in 2025.
Oh, no.
It doesn't say what region they're from.
What was the name of it?
I think it's the Saran Dog or Saran Dog, Sonoran.
SONOR. Solar Dog? Solon?
There's no
No
L.
L.
It wasn't my version in my head. I don't know what region that represents either. but they did
Nonetheless,
not-
it doesn't cut the mustard.
doesn't cut the mustard. Oh man, that's gotta feel bad. You get eliminated from the Wienermobile race for inadequate weenieing.
So fans can choose the final.
Oh,
Yes.
we got some Google power. What did the power of Google tell you, Steph?
It's coming from like the southwest area, like Arizona.
Oh, something over there. Huh?
Sorry, back to you.
So
Back to the
fans can choose from the menu of several possibilities, including the Saran dog, by visiting Instagram in the first Pick Your Dog Weenie 500 bracket.
There's brackets. In
There
this
are
one.
brackets.
All right.
Can you win
all right.
anything from these brackets?
What if we each did? If we had, if we could pick out of a hat, we each pick out a hat, a team that you represent, and we could each put in $5 or something. And if we had like 5 or 6 of us doing this, whoever won the $25 or something. We could create a little mini. I want to call it a bracket because it's a race. There's only one race. But yeah, everybody gets a team, a card to vote to root for. If yours wins, you win the pool. This sounds like a good idea. This is a great idea. I love it. I love it. I love it.
The problem with that is that this episode comes out after this race.
I know, but still, we will have fun. We'll have fun. And then people know for next year to watch out for the weenie race.
So updates will be provided on Instagram accounts or even on TikTok.
Can we stream it? I want to stream it. There's no streaming?
I don't so.
I think I'll just look up, fast wieners online and I'm sure I'll get it.
I'm sure you could stream it on like TikTok or something.
Or better yet, we'll be
'Cause
there.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Indianapolis Speedway has like a TikTok page or an Instagram page.
Yeah, that's true too, because it is for them as much as it is for Oscar Mayer. So, but again, we'll be there live, so we're gonna see it. Doesn't matter.
We'll just live stream it.
We'll live stream it ourselves
For
We'll start
everybody
all
else.
this- Yeah, it's not. We don't have recording equipment, people. We're doing this entire thing in a studio. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the end of my wiener story.
I'm going to give it 3 wieners. That's a 3 wiener story.
I will also give it a 3 wiener story.
3 wieners with bacon, which I've never really heard of, but you can get. There's a bar we like to go to that has wiener hot dogs, and you can get them with bacon. So 3 wieners with bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I got an order app. I think we have now made it over to you, Stephanie. Stephanie, any bad paintings or wieners in your stories?
No, but I have some wedding shaming going on.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like how I tied that in there?
I did.
The title of this one is Stealing the Bride's Clothes at a Wedding Should Be a Known Thing Not to Do.
I don't. Okay, I'm not sure how that goes about, but yeah, let's. How do you? How and why do you
basically
steal?
leave. You don't ever put those clothes back on till after they're washed. Basically, I mean, I never put on my wedding my clothes that I wore to the church.
Well, it could be the wedding, the dress, but it could be that the clothes she wore to go to the thing to get dressed at, to go to the church or whatever to get dressed at. So either someone's stealing her street clothes she wore there, or someone's stealing
Her
the
wedding dress.
dress.
Okay, well, let's let her tell us.
I kind of like this part. Let's make it up, and then she'll tell us what really happened. No, I'm kidding. All right, Stephanie.
Hey, you make up your own story and then let me know when I can go.
That's a good point. All right, Stephanie, you go.
All right. At my friend's wedding, which is a smaller wedding and smaller venue. So to get to the restrooms, you have to walk through the small side room that the bridal party is keeping their things. At one point, a girl, a quote, friend of the bride, walks out of the side room in a white hat, and the bride's cousin clocks it as the bride's hat, and immediately she, the cousin, checks with the bride on if it's okay. The bride says it's fine, but the cousin tells me she knows the bride is only saying that and asks the bride's best friend if she needs to rectify the situation. Ultimately, it is left alone, so the girl, the friend.
Do we know if this is part of the wedding outfit or just
I'm getting
Okay,
there.
all right. Sorry.
Continues to parade around in the bride's hat. About 10 minutes later, the friend walks out in a white robe and says she was feeling cold and that she wants to show the bride.
What the fuck is going on?
So I'm guessing it's one of those bridal robes.
Oh, yep.
Oh, that says bride on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, when they get their hair done, so they're not unbuttoning a shirt or any of that other stuff.
I step in to stop her, saying she can use my coat if she could just remove the robe. She fights it. I say it's the bride's and she should take it off. She continues to argue, saying she needs to show the bride because she thinks it's funny. And I tell her it's a wedding. How about you take it off? She wouldn't stop, and I had to let her through where she showed off to the bride that she was wearing both her robe and hat.
Somebody's an attention whore is what's going on here. Somebody wants attention at the other girl's wedding.
So I'm guessing the hat is also like you can get the custom made stuff. So it's probably like a baseball hat that says
Baseball
bride.
hat that says bride.
Yeah. This is an attention whore is what's going on here.
I ended up locating the bride's sister to let her know of the situation, and the sister immediately booked it over to the girl and took care of it. The sister was pissed since the robe was something the bride hadn't shown anyone yet, so most likely a secret as a send-off outfit.
Oh.
All I can think is just the audacity not just to wear something totally white, but something that is literally the bride's for later. Some people just don't understand. Meanwhile, OP was writing this while still at the wedding.
Yeah.
So she did an edit. My ramblings are a little hard to follow since I was frustrated, plus 2 drinks in at the time. So here's a clarification on the people involved. I also added notes in parentheses above to help. The friend that stole the clothes, the cousin that tried to stop the hat stealing but was told by the bride and the bride's best friend that it's okay. The cousin knew it wasn't actually okay and the bride was just trying to keep the peace. The cousin was not in the room when the friend wore the coat/robe, and in parentheses she wrote a coat with a waist belt tie similar to how a robe has.
Okay.
The bride, who tried to laugh everything off and kept the peace, the best friend that I accidentally let off best when writing above, which made it confusing, and the sister that saved the day. It was a lot.
Yeah, I am putting money on it. Some girl was not happy that it wasn't about her, and that was her way of saying, look at me, look at me. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a friend who didn't want a friend to have her day.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, you still don't, no matter who you are, you don't.
No, you don't do that.
Second of all, there's got to be another bathroom where they could have not gone through the dressing room. That should have been a private bathroom for the party only.
Yes.
And she had to dig. If the bride is purposely not showing this robe to anyone because it was supposed to be like her after wedding outfit she was going to wear for the groom or something like that. And
well, this friend could have been with them all day and knew what it was in.
She still had to dig for it. Ew, this is...
Yeah, because the bride could have mentioned like, hey, I have this special outfit that I'm going to put on, but I have it hidden in said bag or...
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah. Still, not a friend.
It makes me think back to one of my previous stories with the guy that tried on the wedding dress.
I thought you were going to go with the mom who tried
and then
to...
shit in it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with the one where the mom tried to steal the cake because it wasn't about her that day. We've had some
What
good
about the
wedding ones.
husband-to-be and the mom who took the dress back and got her a different one?
I think Stephanie might doing a lot of wedding shaming stuff on this podcast.
Well, this is only like number 3.
Well, I think we just listed 3 other things. Number 4 is so, but
4
yes.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what that is. That is exactly what that is.
Jealousy.
That is a jealous girl. I am going to give that. That's at least a 4, if not a. I'm going to go 4 crispy on that one. I think I'm going to go 4 crispy because of the fact that
Bitches be crazy.
she tried the hat. It didn't get enough attention for her. And then she went with the robe next that she had to dig for, even after people told her not to. And she wouldn't listen because she had to show the bride. Look what I'm wearing.
Anyways, I'm going to give you a 4 bacon rating. I'd give you a 4 crispy, but crazy over here is...
I'm stealing all the spotlight. I want to wear my bridesmaid robe. My
It'd
bride
be a
robe.
bride robe.
I want to wear my bride robe.
He usually does, though.
He always spiels. It's fine.
I do a lot of
It's
talking.
fine.
We just have to lower his bacon ratings.
He can wear the wedding dress.
Not the one the guy pooped in, please.
I got an order up. Trevor, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I will go with that. I am going to do a story I have titled Artistic Freedom. And my sources, it is from Inhabitat Publishing. Yes.
Is this a story about how Rebecca was returned?
This is not, oh, wouldn't that be the worst? Like, well, great. Now I don't even know what I'm going to do for this. No, this is not. When I get done, you're going to wish this was about Rebecca. Let's just put it that way. This one, again, it's called Artistic Freedom. The sources of it is from Inhabitat, which is a publishing that did an article on it in 2012. The Inquisitor, who did an article on it in also 2012. And the Otago Daily, which also did an article on it in 2012. all three of them felt that this was definitely worthy of doing a story on. So this is a story that is based on an artist named Bart Jansen. Bart Jansen is a Dutch multimedia artist interested in blending technology and sculpture. He is known for pushing the boundaries and challenging traditional ideas of art. He's done various things that are just different. A lot of times they do have technology involved, art piece that moves or rotates or anything like that. And Bart has a cat, and Bart's cat's name is Orville. And he named him Orville after Orville Wright, as in the Wright brothers, because, technology, planes, Orville. He thought Orville would be a good name for his kitty. Okay?
Here, I thought it had something to do with popcorn.
I was going to say Redmacher.
Orville, yes, he named his kitty Orville. Nope, he named him after Orville Wright. The sad news is unfortunately Orville was killed by a car. Orville got out, he was hit by a car, and Jansen did say that he was deeply affected by the death of Orville. He loved Orville the kitty.
What's with the sad stories?
I'm sorry. Sometimes stories are sad, and it's going to get worse.
Okay, keep going.
Well, our artist, Bart Jansen, said he wanted to create a tribute to his cat and his cat's namesake, Orville Wright. So his decision was to memorialize his cat in a piece of art. And that is what came the creation of the Orville copter.
What?
Bart, with collaboration with his engineering friend Arjen Beltman, they had the cat's body taxidermied in a flat laid out stance.
Oh, God.
And then Arjen, the engineer, added propellers to the 4 feet of the cat and turned him into a drone. So Orville Wright, the cat, is now taxidermied and turned into a drone named the Orville copter.
This is almost as bad as the deer carcass.
Like, how do you even come up with ideas like that?
Who does that to their dead cat?
I could see the taxidermy side of it.
Yes.
You have heard of that.
But the
There
fact to
is.
turn it into a drone?
Like, yeah.
So
Where do they get the idea of, like,
my question
yes,
is
we will take care of the cat, but let's add a little something. Let's make it fly.
Which means, did they replace his eyeballs with lenses to take pictures? Because that's what a drone does.
Please tell me you have pictures on this.
I don't, but I bet you can find them. So as you look up pictures of this thing, I will keep going as you look.
Oh my God.
So he debuted this piece of art at the Kunstre, which is Kunst, capital R, capital A, capital I. I'm sure it stands for something. Art fair in Amsterdam. And it immediately
Well, we all know why he got that. Why he got it. He was in Amsterdam.
It was in Amsterdam. A lot of decisions made.
Oh, by that look, she found a picture.
And it was immediate global media attention. And there are viral videos and widespread online discussion about Orville copter. So with that, Stephanie, did you find a picture of Orville copter? Do you not want to? Do you wish you didn't find a picture? I told you that's what they did. Okay, to describe the picture, think of like a bear rug where it is flat out, belly on the ground, feet straight out, and they took and added propellers to it.
Each paw.
To each paw, because it's a drone. They usually have a bunch of propellers, and now they fly that around as a piece of art.
The scary part is that it does not look like a taxidermied cat.
No, it does not at all.
It looks like a live contortioned cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suggest not showing this to your child.
Oh God. I don't think. All right. Warning. Don't look this up. It is just so what the fuck. Yeah. Well, supporters of the art piece do say it is a creative tribute, blending of art and technology. Critics say it is disrespectful, grotesque, or unethical. Animal rights groups have voiced their objection.
Oh,
surprise,
I
surprise.
can imagine how or why.
And Jansen defends his work as honoring Orville's, quote, spirit of flight, end quote. The Orville copter.
I have no words. I think I wish I wouldn't have looked at the picture and just kind of like put it in my head.
All right.
Creepy flying cat.
I know I was supposed to do something a little weird. But I thought this was at least interesting, but maybe not weird. And
fucking BLT, double, triple decker thing like Misty had on the last episode.
Yep. That's where I was going to go with that one.
I'm kind of disturbed.
after seeing the picture. Originally I was going to give you a 4 bacon, but that's a BLT because
What the fuck?
that's worse than my deer carcass.
Yeah, I figured that one was going to be a big one. Stephanie, be careful. You're going to get sucked into the interwebs of this guy. It's going to be a bit much. I got an order app. So,
Okay, so there was that. So yes,
All
BLT. We can move on to Misty. I hope you have something better than flying
well,
carcasses.
mine is also about a cat.
But,
not
not
a
a
palate
flying-
cleanser of some sort. Like,
Oh no, there's no flying cats.
okay, all right. What do you got?
There's flying people.
Oh, is it bad that a flying person sounds actually better than a flying dead cat? Ugh.
Okay, I'll get on to my story. You ready?
I'm ready.
This comes from the New York Post. The title is called "I'm Lucky to Be Alive After Sustaining Car Crash Injuries After Tripping Over My Cat."
What is it with you in accidents happening with cats?
We had other. I can't.
Yes,
no,
remember
it was
the-
the eagle.
It was the eagle who dropped the cat.
yeah, that was another car cat related injuries. Okay, all right.
All right. So, I'm sorry. So, a man in the UK suffered severe car crash level injuries after tripping over his cat.
Wait, so
Did he trip over his
What-
cat and then crash
was
into
he
the
in a car? Or was he not in a car?
No. His injuries were like he was in a car crash.
Oh, okay.
Similar to what you could sustain from a car accident.
I'm trying to figure out, like, can you trip in a car over a cat?
You
Or do
can trip over a cat into a car
Well, that's what I was thinking next. Is the guy like
if it's an outdoor cat.
right? He trips over it. And he like falls onto the car and somehow hurts himself. I was so lost. Anyway,
So, disaster struck after his kitty, yes, that's right, he calls him Kitty, was feeling
Murdering.
playful, which his cat is a hairless Sphinx. Okay.
Our favorite.
I have to put a sweater on it. We talked about that. Keep going.
Yes. The kitty dove out and latched onto the owner's leg, while coming down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
The owner tumbled down 14 steps before arriving at the bottom, where he laid unable to move when his feline put the hell in Hello Kitty.
Was the cat okay?
Yes, the cat
Oh,
did not
phew.
sustain any.
Oh, good. Thanks. That's really what I was worried about.
So the kitty did after he fell to the bottom of the stairs because jumped on him and still wanted to continue to play.
Hey, buddy. Why is it so bloody down here?
I'll get to that. So he
I'll
didn't
get to
realize the guy didn't realize the extent of the injuries at that time. So he suffered a fractured skull,
Right. Okay. Wow. We are getting serious stuff going.
a broken bone in his neck, 2 fractures to his spine,
Oh, my God.
9 broken ribs, and blood in his lungs.
I didn't even know you could break 90 ribs.
I'm guessing the stairs weren't carpeted
That's going to be my guess.
Holy crap.
because I would think carpeted stairs would soften the blow just a hair.
Yes.
All right, I
No
know
hair.
you have more than 9 ribs total in your body, but I didn't even know you could break that many ribs. I've never heard of that many ribs being broken by one person.
He didn't break it, the cat did.
Yes. So he laid at the bottom of the stairs for 14 hours in a pool of his own blood because his wife was working nights.
Oh.
But he didn't want to disturb her.
No, he didn't have his phone on him, and he couldn't
probably
move.
couldn't move. That's a good point.
So the wife found him when she got home and called the ambulance. And the emergency room people
I'm going to
state-
guess she did not call the ambulance. She probably called the police. She probably thought that somebody attacked him with those kind of injuries. If you came home,
It was
not if
probably
he told her
that's
that
true.
the cat
Maybe he
did
did.
it.
Yeah, maybe he did. But dude, you think about it in a movie, you walk in, like one of those cop shows you guys watch, where they walk in, they see that, like 911, send the ambulance. I think there's an intruder in my house.
So the ambulance picked him up and brought him there, and the EMTs in the back of the ambulance said there was no way that this was all caused by him falling down the stairs from tripping over his cat, because his legit stay at the hospital was 2 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Do you think it was one of those things like when somebody gets injured and they think it has to be spousal abuse? So they like interviewed him, interviewed the wife.
I don't think that would have done anything to that, considering she was at work all night.
That's a good point. Do you
So
think they
she-
interviewed the cat?
Maybe.
Maybe police interviewing the cat.
Nonetheless, Despite what the cat did to him, he does not hold any ill will towards the kitty.
Well, that's good.
He will carpet the stairs, though.
Or wear a helmet every time he goes down the stairs.
Just think, for the cost of his medical bills, he could have just bought a new one-story house. He could get a ranch. He's moving to a ranch. Never. I want laundry on first floor. We're not going to have a basement. It's going to be it's going to be a flat level one.
Or he puts a gate at the top of the stairs so the cat can't lunge at him while he's starting to walk. Nonetheless, hairless Sphinx, slippery little bastards.
I guess so.
Nonetheless, he's fine. The cat's fine, but
Everyone's fine.
everybody's fine.
Except
That's
for
my
the fact that he can't go to stairs anymore without shaking every time he looks at a staircase or a picture of a cat. Oh my gosh.
He's got a bungee cord holder at the top. So, like when you're
He's
propelling
ziplines
down a...
All right,
Railings on both sides now.
Right?
based on 9 ribs, the skull fracture, the 2 in the neck, all that stuff.
No, the 1 in the neck and 2 vertebrae in his
Literally,
back.
he had to have hit every step, and every step broke something.
There was, considering there was only 14 stairs.
This guy's got to get some vitamin D in it or something. Maybe this guy's got some weak bone structure. I don't know what's going on. How old was this dude? Did it say?
It did not say.
Holy cow. Either
Go
way.
back and look.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4 crispy on that one, actually. That is a lot of stuff to sustain.
He was 59.
Oh my gosh, is even that old? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go 4 crispy on that one. How do you get that much injury from a stairwell?
Like I said, it's either a setup kind of like you guys have where it's almost an L shape, or for sure all hardwood.
Yeah, definitely.
It has to be hardwood for sure. But who knows how he went down? Did he roll down on his side, or did he kind of go head over feet?
Was there an angry gorilla at the bottom that beat the crap out of him? Like, what happened?
Or was it a combination of first sliding and then rolling? I don't know. There's so many different options.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if there is no video of it. So.
Jeez Louise.
Anyways, that's my story. Thanks for the rating.
You're welcome.
But no animals were harmed.
No, that's what really matters. None of them were turned into helicopters.
And the cat went with to the ER.
Yes. Actually, I believe he did.
Or
He felt really bad about it. It's like, I will cover
But he
this.
still wanted to play after he fell down the stairs.
you're laying here, now you can play.
Right? I
Pounce, I
suppose,
pounce, I
yeah.
pounce.
Yeah, they're laying on the ground. Like, let's hang out. Like, I don't know. We're
Probably
Hold on,
napped
let
with
me bring
him.
you my mouse.
for 14 hours.
I got an order app.
To close out the day, Stephanie, we are back to you. What do you got?
Flying helicopters.
No, I have a Facebook post.
Base post. All right. So let's see about-
Facebook post. So for people that are not from Wisconsin, a place in Oshkosh always has what they call Battle on Bago in February. It's the weekend after sturgeon spearing.
All right. Battle on Bago based on Lake Winnebago.
It's a fishing tournament, yes.
Yeah, Lake
And it's
Winnebago.
on
Really
Lake
big.
Winnebago.
Yeah, like the biggest lake in Wisconsin.
So for sure, the last 2 years, the actual fishing tournament has been canceled because we get these warm-ups, which
Yeah.
causes terrible ice conditions.
Yeah, we've ran into that where we even had a camp where you had to walk across the ice to get to that was canceled many times because you just don't know how the weather's going to be.
It's iffy even sometimes walking that shit.
That's a good point.
That one year, it was iffy, like going back.
Yeah.
So anyway, because of weather, the fishing tournament itself was canceled. But the other activities that go on, like after the tournament, they have like bands and like a raffle that you can do, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. The good
That-
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff continued because obviously it's not on the ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this guy that sent a letter, if you will, to the Battle on Bago organizers.
When you say a letter, I mean we posted this on
Yes.
Facebook. Okay.
But it says, Dear Battle on Bago organizers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be a genius's opinion. All right, keep going. I have a feeling.
Dear Battle on Bago organizers, get your heads out of your buttocks and move the tournament to before sturgeon spearing. Why do you think it's a good idea to hold a tournament that puts thousands of people, many of whom are inexperienced and have little common sense, on a lake that has over 4,000 4x6 or 4x8 holes cut in it, which when the shacks are moved or removed are poorly marked if marked at all? Dumb.
That's the full letter?
That was the full letter.
All right. Oh, again,
So-
let's add some context. Sturgeon spearing is not like regular ice fishing. Regular ice fishing, they drill a hole and it's like 8-10 inch diameter hole. And when they're done, it fills with water.
People
it freezes.
put shacks over them.
Yeah. You'll put a shack over it. But when you're done with it, you pull your piece of equipment off. The hole will eventually fill up with water again and freeze. Well, I mean, it's already filled with water, but that'll freeze. But again, it's only an 8-inch hole. Like if you step in it or your car tire goes in it, you're not going to die. Sturgeon spearing, on the other hand, the hole is literally like 6 foot by 4 foot. Like the size of a sheet of plywood is 4 by 8.
Well, you are dealing with a spear.
Yeah, giant
Not only
animal
a
with
spear, but the animal is huge.
Yeah,
It's
sturgeons tend to
prehistoric.
be like as tall as people are, or as long as people are tall. And yeah, you cut a big hole in the ice, usually with a chainsaw, and then they push that piece of ice out of the way under the rest of it, and you literally stare at this giant hole because the water's nice and clear, and you have a spear, and you wait for a sturgeon to go by, or you try to attract one, and you spear it. So yes, it's a much bigger hole that you could lose an entire car into, definitely a person into, things like that. But again, the whole idea is that they fill with water and they freeze, when people are done with them, but if the weather's warmer.
Right.
Oh.
So he is trying to state that the battle on Bago should be moved to
Before
sturgeon spearing, which is a week long.
Uh-huh.
Sturgeon spearing lasts for a week. However,
I have the question.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he right now is arguing about people falling through the hole, but that's not why they're not calling and letting anybody out on the water. They're not letting anybody out there because the weather isn't cooperating.
yes, and the sturgeon spearing, there is legit fisheries that organize it. So the roads that are marked
Are done
They
by
mark
the
roads
wildlife. Yeah.
on the ice,
Yes.
that is for safe travels.
Yeah, they even plow them sometimes.
Yes.
They literally
Right.
have snow plows out there cleaning them up.
Yes, and they will change how you get onto the ice if like the shoreline is getting bad because of weather or anything like that.
That's where all of
So-
our dead Christmas trees go.
What this guy is talking about makes zero sense
Yep.
because even like you were mentioning,
Mm-hmm.
you're still going to have holes in the ice for people that go out and do regular ice fishing.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're going to have holes.
Yeah. And we get enough snow here that Joe Schmo goes out on Lake Winnebago, which is a big lake. They literally create like ice highways on there. When they start the sturgeon spearing and the guys are setting up, there's literally, we might as well call it a road, a plowed road across the ice from one side to the
And
other,
marked with
which
trees.
is
Yep.
20, 30 mile. I don't even remember what the size of
They're almost
Winnebago
like the
is, but-
buoys.
Yeah.
When you're driving your boat.
Yeah, if I drive a car from the north end of Lake Winnebago down a coastline to the south end of Lake Winnebago, which is mostly long like that, it's like a 45-minute drive in a car on a highway. So that gives you an idea how big of a lake we're talking here. So yes, you can't just have cars randomly out there. They will get stuck in the snow.
Well, and my question is with this guy that posted this, it's like, how fast are you driving on the ice that you couldn't see a big 4x6 or 4x8 hole in front of you?
Also a good point.
Where are you driving exactly? Are you just randomly driving wherever you want on the ice?
He's looking at his phone.
Probably, which I did come across that a few times this last week. Like people legit, I could see it because they hold it up here.
Oh, looking at their phone while driving?
Yes.
Yeah. Oof.
Anyway,
Or he's
besides
got
the
a,
point.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
This is
There's
a-
so many questions, and it's like this is the dumbest post.
Yeah. And the only reason that anything got changed is because of the bad weather. It has nothing to do with
And all
there's
that got
holes.
canceled
It was
the
the
tournament.
fishing part of it.
Yeah, which is
If
most
you-
people don't even do that part, I think. I think most people go there for the show and stuff.
The music.
Well, except
and
for like
beers,
the actual
fishers.
Yeah, the people that want to fish.
Yes. But if you go on any other pages that's related to ice fishing, everyone will say, Poigan's bad because of
Yeah, the
bad
ice
ice
is soft.
conditions.
Yeah,
up
ice
in
is soft.
Shawano, like,
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, this is just a guy who knows better than anybody else. And he felt that the world would want to hear his viewpoint.
He's the one who keeps the fish that are not at legal limit.
Oh, he's one of those.
probably.
Yeah, he's smarter than the DNR, which is the Department of Natural Resources here in Wisconsin, in charge of all that. The ones that they count the animals somewhat, or they do those surveying, all that to figure out how many are out there for license. He's one of those that's smarter than all of them too. I'm sure he has many things to say about it. So
But yeah.
yeah, I will give that I'm going to give that a 3 bacon strip. 3. I'm going to give that a 3. I'm going to give that a 3 bacon strip rating on it. The weirdness the weirdest part is this guy's rant on the fact that he is 100% determined. He is way smarter than the rest of these guys. But then add on the part where he is determined the rest of the world wants to hear his opinion because it is so much smarter than all the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it has not dawned on anybody there of the idea of maybe moving it. I'm sure that they have never thought of it and don't have good reasons for not doing it. I'm sure he's just that much smarter. He's a Monday morning quarterback is what those guys are.
Yeah, I think I would go with a 3 crispy as well. I feel like what fun is it to start spearing fishing with a giant party before? Because basically that's kind of like what it is. So basically you get done spear fishing, you're sturgeon fishing, and then comes the celebration. Like the young go ho having fun after. Even though it really doesn't have anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Battle of Bago is almost like a fun fulfillment of to the end of sturgeon spearing.
It kind of is. I mean, it's not really about sturgeon spearing, but you're right. It has always been a wrap up to after sturgeon season.
Correct.
Because again, if you're in Wisconsin, you know about sturgeon season.
That's why they don't cancel the other stuff. The only reason they would cancel like the band and all the other activities is
if a blizzard was there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the whole idea is that it's kind of a wrap up to a bit of the season and all that stuff. Because sturgeon spearing, if you are here in Wisconsin, you probably know more than others on the topic. Like people take off of work to go to opening season of this. People have special ice shanties made up that is for this whole thing with the big hole in the bottom for the spearing. There are nonprofits that are actually out there with guys with chainsaws. You can pay them to cut the hole for you, and they donate for nonprofits in the area. Like it is a big to do. Sturgeon spearing is a festival on its own, and then Battle on Bago afterwards is really just a celebration of the end of nearing the end of ice fishing and or the sturgeon season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is just a guy who knows better than everybody else. I just wish I was as smart as he thinks he is.
The top comment was, "Settle down, guy. They've been holding this tournament around the same time for years. Quit blaming the sturgeon holes for the unseasonably warm temperatures. It is what it is."
Mm-hmm.
And then OP responds with, "Perfectly settled. Can't believe common sense riles so many people up."
Again, he is
determined. And sometimes I feel like people do this just to get a rouse out of everybody.
Oh,
like
he's getting rage bait.
He right now is getting probably hard in his pants by all these people who are telling him to settle the fuck down.
I wasn't going to go with that angle, but that angle does it too.
He's aroused by it.
I can't argue with that. You might be onto something.
Some people like to cause conflict just for fun and giggles.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So that's my theory.
Well, thanks, guys.
You are welcome. Well, thank you everybody for listening to episode 32. I hope you all enjoyed hearing all of our stories. Everything from sturgeon spearing to the Orville copter to the Rebecca painting to
Wienermobile racing.
To Wienermobiles.
I like how you don't
accidents.
remember any of mine.
I had to think for a second. I was doing it on the fly. We
Cat
just
accident.
did hers. We just did mine. Mine's right in front of me.
Falling downstairs.
Yeah, falling downstairs. So this one should get some good titles out of it. I have a feeling between Wienermobiles, the Orville copter, and Lake Winnebago. So.
Can we use Hello Kitty in the title?
I think we could use Hello Kitty Copter in the title somewhere if we wanted. I don't know. We'll look into that. We'll see if we get a cease and desist letter from Hello Kitty Corporation. We'll find out. Anyway, guys.
It was in a news article.
That's true. Yeah. I think it's fair. Anyway, guys, if you want to see more of our content, check us out. You can see video recordings of our episodes. They are on YouTube. We also take little shorts and we put them out on Facebook, on the Reels, or on the TikTok and all that kind of stuff. If you want to listen to us on, assuming you're listening to us or seeing us, you could see us on... you could listen to us on Spotify. We're also on Apple Podcasts. Apple Pie Podcast. Mr. Potato. Apple Pie. Feel free to check us out wherever you would like, whether you're listening to us, seeing us. We always have other options. If you want to send us an email, you can do that. Our email address is weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. Again, there's no A. It is just weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. As we like to say at the end of every episode, keep it weird because normal is just another word for boring. Thanks, everybody. Bye.